Marrone Bio Innovations. First off, read this disclaimer carefully and do your good deed of the day by liking and subscribing. So we go here to the other themes, and this is in the fertilizers and pesticides business. 166% average move here from the low, which is monstrously beating the S&P 500. Big time. Okay. So here we have Marrone Bio Innovations. It is, an underperformer, around 15-ish% from the low, and it has seen the biggest sell-off. But of course, that can create opportunities. So sustainable and effective bio-based solutions for pest management and plant health. At Marrone Bio Innovations, we create products from microorganisms isolated from samples collected from unique niches and habitats, such as flowers, insects, soil, and composts. Our proprietary technology enables us to isolate and screen naturally occurring microorganisms and plant extracts to identify those that may have novel, effective, and safe pest management or plant health promoting characteristics. And this is very cumbersomely written, so they definitively should have someone to rewrite parts here on the website, because this is a very key part of their advertising. Okay, so this is the big picture. Long-term weekly data points, we are very far away from the highs, but we have been consolidating now for a very long time. So we have been in this range now for 2,114 days. Many years, that is. You could make a strong case that we have something that looks a whole lot like a super key support level. So let's draw it in around here. So we have support back here. Tons of support here, and here. So this is technically speaking support. That is interesting from a more bullish perspective. You do seem to have some kind of time cycles as well. They have differed a bit over time, but the time cycles suggest that there could be a rising phase around the corner. If we measure some of the prior moves from this low level, like this rally here, approaching 270-ish%. This rally here, as an example, up here was 337%. So there is a potentiality here for a very big move. Here are the daily data points. Yeah, we are below all kinds of moving averages. So as far as support goes, we have to look at the horizontal thesis here, because from a moving average perspective, we don't have much help. Okay, if we look at some of the other indicators here, like this. Yeah, looking at the MACD here, we see some very great deterioration on the weekly data points. But if we look at accumulation distribution, we have seen a very sharp, notwithstanding the sell-off here, we have seen a sharp pickup. So there are definitively some big fish here that are buying shares. So that's interesting. Looking here at the RSI, we have been lower in the past, but it's at a low that has a tendency to trigger rallies. The distance also from the purple 20-week, green 50-week, and also the blue 100-week moving average, and also, frankly, the 200-week moving average, it's at a low that has formed key lows in the past. Sometimes it resulted just in a bounce, other times it's become this, these huge rallies. Here on the daily data points, the accumulation distribution, it really had a spike here. So some whale made a move. That's interesting. That is definitively interesting. But yeah, let's explore further. Now we look at correlations. So these are weekly correlations here with the S&P 500, only 17-ish% positive, 50% here with Moose. Okay, so Mosaic is a big company in this whole fertilizer-ish business, but only a 50% correlation with Marrone Bio Innovations, which is a much smaller company than Mosaic. 38% positive here with the 10-year yield, and minus 41% negative with the dollar index. On the daily data points, we have minus 85% negative with the S&P 500, minus 28% with the Mosaic, 54% positive with the 10-year yield, and minus 43% with the dollar index. So the correlation with the dollar index has really been stable. Looking at the seasonality over the last 5 years, November is one of the stronger months. That's bullish. December is 50-50, but then January is strong. So multiple of the coming months, they have a bullish lean to them. You also see here, over the last 9 years, there is a clear strengthening from October to November. December is 50-50, but substantially more bullish than October. January tends to have a bit of a gain, but then February is strong. So the seasonality is bullish. It just is. It's not roaringly bullish, but it has a bullish lean. The stock is at $0.88, so definitively far from the highs. The price targets are very old, but all the price targets are much higher. And this stock has been in this very long-term consolidation range, which means that we could look more at the older price targets because of that. Looking at SACS, number for sale, obviously that is bearish. We have an F value score, which is not good given how far, how low we are price-wise. But we do have C growth, which is decent, and we have an A momentum score, so it's a bit of a mixed message here. It's in the bottom 30%, but in a broad category called chemical diversified. So here we have the market cap, $155 million US. So definitively a very small company. Dividend is at, there's no dividend, but I don't think anyone would expect a dividend. So $155 million in market cap vis-a-vis Mosaic company, which has an almost $16 billion in market cap. So yeah, that's a big difference. I think that from a technical perspective, you could make a very contrarian, very ballsy bullish take here on a bullish thesis on Marrone Bio Innovations. The seasonality also had a bit of a bullish lean to them. The fundamentals, you could argue that there's something bullish going on there as well, but it's more massive when it comes to the fundamentals.